Now let's move on to the question 3. The question 3 is design the web page below. It should be responsive for small, medium and large devices. Create a database named test with one table named user. The user table should only have two columns, email and password. The email is the primary key of the database table. Create a PHP program to add users to the database. In this case, every field should be validated. Create a database connection between the web and database. Create an SQL query to add data to the database. Execute that query, and the web page cannot be reloaded upon one click. So it means you have to use Ajax. The fourth one, if you look the fourth one, we need to make arrangement to log in to the system using the web page and database discussed in the previous page. So I have so let's do the question. So here this is index underscore one dot php is the user interface, so you can do the sign in and sign up process at the same page. So here I have used an ID called email to capture the email's value, and here another ID to capture the input field of password, and there's a button called register. It has an event, one click event, and this will call the SUP function in JavaScript, and this SUP function will store the values of email and the password as email and password variables, and those variables will be sent through a form data to the server side's file, one of the server side's file called server.php here, and it will get the values and store them as email and password variables, and I have created a variable, and this variable will do the sanitizing. It will filter it has a filter bar, this will filter the variable, the email variable, so we will get we can get a proper valid email. So here I have used an if else statement to validate those values. If the values are empty, it will say empty values. If the password length is less than 5, it will say password at least be 5 characters, like that. If this statement isn't right, this sanitize email, it will say no. So for this state, if the after all these statements, if it able to pass all these statements, we will get to the data connecting we will get to the data connecting process, database connection process. So here I have connected the database, the test database, and also I have inserted the email and password as values to the table called user, and this is the table here, and those are the values. Hold on, let me find the file. Yeah, so here you have to enter a valid email. So I'm going to say Marshall at gmail.com, and strong password. It must contain special characters and numbers and uppercase letters, lowercase letters. So this is the password. Let's see if it works or not. You have to check it in the database. I guess it didn't connect the database, so we have to find it why it didn't work. Yeah, because I have entered some validations. I guess no, it cannot be. There cannot be two same. There cannot be same emails because it's the primary key, so it cannot be duplicated. So that's why uh, you cannot enter the same password email. But you can also you can create a validation if you want, by saying that if this email is in the table already, then don't stop this process. uh, Now I'm gonna login. I'm gonna login, use those one of those so this has to be the password. Paste it in the password field. Yes, it will say yes, you can log in, because in the login page it will say yes, uh, you can log in. The text will be yes, you can log in. So we are logged in. Click OK. Now we are redirected to the user page. So this is the sign in process page. Same like the sign up process, but in this case we get the values, and we will write a search query. The search query will check if there are any rows that matches with those values that we have entered. If there are any matches, fine. If there are any matches founded, we will there will be an echo. This if the echo is yes, you can log in. It will say, it will redirect to the it will redirects to the user.php page. The user.php is just simply here. um, if it will say index dot it will redirects to the index underscore dot php, the sign-in page. So that's pretty much, and those session and the session will be applied at the fourth question. So we will see about that in the fourth question. So yeah, thank you for watching.